Hello everyone, welcome to Ascension Lounge, Aries. I'm doing a love reading for you today. You're the last sign in this series. Sorry for the wait. Basically, this reading is going to be about a romantic relationship. Can be current, could also be from the past. In this reading, I'm going to look at what happened in the past, like sort of the history. What's happening now, like what is, or what was, what is, and what could be. Making a statement. Okay, so let's have a look. Cards for Aries in a romantic relationship. Cards for Aries. Let's see what messages for you. Two. Okay, so underneath we have the Seven of Pentacles. So that would be you considering how to move forward in your life. This guy is considering the fruit of his efforts, of his labor, and he's deciding which of these fruits he would like to take forward with him. So it's very much a card about thinking about your future. That's the overall energy. Let's have a look. All right, so right in the middle we have the Justice card. Things could be coming into balance for you, but we'll get to that. In the past, we have the Ten of Wands, so a burden. We also have the Star, so we have hope. And we have the Seven of Wands, confusion. So let's have a look. Why the Ten of Wands in the past for this relationship? For Aries. Wish fulfillment, the Hermit, the Magician. Underneath we've got the Queen of Wands. That's your card, Aries. So it's like a wish became a burden, something that you had to go deep within and look at the sort of find the light in the situation. This Hermit, it's a journey by himself, but he's also climbed a mountain. So it could have been a relationship that you thought you wanted, but it ended up being quite a burden for you. Something that, a bit of a mountain to climb, that you had to look for light in the situation. Very contrary cards. We have the Magician and the wish fulfillment. It's like creating what you wish for. But then we have the Hermit, which is, he's clearly alone, and then burden. It's like what you wished for and created became a burden and sent you into a space of isolation where you had to find light in a situation. Then we have the Star card, which is about hope. So it's about a bright future, an authentic future. Also could have involved an Aquarius or Gemini or Libra. Underneath we have the Emperor. That's your other card. Both your cards are underneath there today. So it's like this relationship created a lot of, well, there was a lot to be said in this relationship, but there's also regret here. Hope and regret. Maybe hope after regret. I mean, it's a bigger card. It's the main card here. So she's alone though, says he. It's almost like this relationship never really got off the ground, because if you had to look at them as two people here, and these two cards, both people are doing, well, that's a card of isolation. The Hermit is clearly by himself, means hermiting. There's regret here. And there's a lot of, could be anger or just things that are left unsaid that need to be said. But there's hope. Maybe hope led to regret. Maybe words were said, created isolation and regret, but still there was hope here. Hope for a new, authentic beginning. Star comes after the Tower. Okay, then we've also got the Seven of Wands, the card of confusion. He's got two different shoes on, and he's defending his position. Why the Seven of Wands in the past? We do have another Libra card in the middle. Knight of Cups, that's a Pisces card. Confusion about an offer of love, commitment, and justice. Wow, could have been a marriage, Aries, and then the burden. So there was confusion as to what was being offered here. We have a knight who's active. A knight moves. I mean, the king and the queen give instructions to the knight, or actually the queen gives instructions to the king and the king gives instructions to the knight. So we've got movement, an offer in love, a true blue offer here. We have commitment, and we have some sort of contract. Could be somebody that you knew from a past life. This card's just coming up everywhere. Could be karma involved here. Yeah. A spread like that could definitely be karma. Karma that leads to leveling up spiritually though, or being more committed in a way. I'm not sure exactly why it was confusing. Probably different for different people, but it does seem there's a lot of cards that like are contrary, you know. You have wish fulfillment, but it's a burden. We have authentic new start, but there's regret. We have commitment, contract. Like, this is high level. This is very serious energy. Done in love, and it's confusing. All right. So that was the past. Right now we have the Three of Wands, which is about waiting for your ships to come in. We have the Justice card, which is about bringing things into balance. Can also be karmic, because you can bring karma into balance. So, well, maybe it was like in this situation here, it could be like just trying to find the balance between a serious offer and a very new offer, or a very small offer. Not small, just like not as serious definitely as that. It's like casual versus commitment kind of thing. Bringing that into balance. I think there was confusion as to what was happening between you and this person. Lots of opposite energy here. But let's have a look. Why the Three of Wands? Why waiting for your ships to come in? Let's have a look. Clarity on a plan, a tricky plan, or plan that somebody kept to themselves, about balancing something or juggling in order to have a new perspective that then leads to excitement. So you could be waiting for this energy to play out. Clarity on something that was tricky. Could have been the confusion. Could have been that the person that you're dealing with was juggling, or you were prioritizing. It's almost like I'm seeing that as prioritizing in order to get to, it's juggling ideas in order to get to a new perspective that's very clear about something that happened. This is an event, a tricky event. Oh, could be tricky feelings as well. But we end with the Page of Wands, which is a message. You could get a message from this person. It's exciting, adventurous energy. It's like this person is seeing things in a different way, or you are. Perhaps both of you are getting a new perspective, enlightened perspective on confusion from the past. that leads to a message. Perhaps you're waiting to hear from this person, and you eventually do. I mean, Ace of Swords is very much about, words, speaking, conversation. So, yeah, waiting for a new perspective in order to have a conversation that's got vibe, put it that way. Okay, so we've got justice in the middle. So, bringing things into balance or bringing calm into balance. The blockage is stability and choice. More confusion. Stability or choice? This is the blockage. These two energies. Okay, let's see. Reading very much about bringing things into balance here. All right, why the Justice card right in the middle? Broken heart. Working on it. Some things ended. We've got two people out in the cold here, or taking the hard route. So, some betrayal energy, or energy of something ending quite harshly. We've got two cards of harsh endings here, or betrayal, like really broken heart. A heart that's wounded. But you're both working on it. Or one or the other. I mean, it's right in the middle. I'd say both of you. There's like, people are looking into the details and being productive in a way, like really working on this energy in order to bring things back into balance. There could be a karmic undertone to this, or contract involved, because it seems like things are very acute, if you know what I'm saying. Again, it's contrary in energy. I mean, it's good to bring things into balance. It's great to work on things, work hard, be skillful, be productive, feel good about yourself. This card is very much about feeling good about what you're doing. It's like almost like a calling. But in this respect, it's almost like looking into the details of something very closely, almost seeing more than you would before. Lukai is like, he's quite involved here. And it obviously has to do with this broken heart energy. But we do have a new dawn here when this energy is balanced. And like I said, the problem is, do we go sort of conservative, or do we go option-wise? Like, this is about settling down, and this is about having choices. So that's the obstacle in this relationship right now. Clarify that. Drama or learning. It's like a teaching card, that. Massive, big change. Like, these people are being reborn, and again, change. The star. These people are all naked in the pictures because there's authenticity there. And they're both cards of brand new beginnings. So, working through some... So you and this person are basically in a training period right now, almost going back and forth between stability and casualness, or options on how to move forward in the future, because it's a drama card, but it can also, and it means both kind of thing. It's like these people are fighting with sticks, so it's not like they're trying to kill each other or anything. It's just like they're learning, they're training, they're going through a period of learning how to function in difficult situations so that they can be reborn to a new way of living and have a new authentic start where they can actually shine. It's like almost like now you can be yourself. It's that vibe, So I feel like there's a great need for you, Aries, or you and this person to actually figure out what they want, and what's genuine for you and them, and in this relationship It's like there's a lot of energy to be worked out here. Like these two cards are like, what do I want, you know? What is true to me? What new life, which new way would I like to go? What would I like to take forward with me out of these options? So yeah, there's a period of like, I wouldn't say instability, I'd say about a decision, like deciding on a lot of things, you know? Genuinely though, it's genuine, and there is hope here with the star. It can also be an Aquarius. Also in the present, but moving forward now, like this is like the end of the energy of the present. We have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, and can be defensiveness and a need for boundaries. So there could have been like some hurtful stuff that went on in this relationship, or that's going on right now, I should say. Okay, so you could definitely know this person from a past life, or it could just be somebody that you've known for a long time. That's also, but that's close connection. So some wounding has to be transmuted here, transformed in order to get balance. And it's going to take a moment. You've got the Temperance card here. You need patience for this. I would say you both do. But things are shifting. I think it's more like things are falling into place for each person as to who they are, what they want, how they would like to move forward in their life, you know. And there's lots of things there's lots of hurt energy here as well. Heartbreak that needs to be transformed, worked through, new growth to appear later, to bring balance. She's also balancing those cups. So it's definitely to bring balance. But you are waiting right now. It's not going to happen right now. It's a matter of time. You require patience for this hurt to be worked through. In the future, with the High Priestess, it's about maturing, gaining wisdom, but she's also very, like, she keeps her own counsel. Could also be secrets involved. So let's see. We've got the Devil at the bottom. Something toxic could be going on, could be secrets. Or it could be simply not knowing why somebody is rejecting this offer, like trying to intuit it. There's this wounding energy, carries on to the future a bit, yeah? Seems like somebody feels wounded for being rejected and they're trying to understand why with the Queen of Cups here. Both these cards are intuitive. This guy is not so intuitive because this is an offer, that it's a sign, you know? He's like missing that this cup is from above. These may not be, but this one is. But he won't look at them. He's only looking at these three. So he's very fed up, and so he just refuses to listen to his intuition, or he just doesn't see. But it is a sign. Yeah. I'm really feeling that one person's rejected and the other one's wounded about it. I'm just trying to understand intuitively what's going on. Could be that one person's more sort of spiritual and intuitive than the other person. And they don't see it the same way, you know. Like her back is turned to this wounding. And this one's looking at the Queen of Cups as if like, hey, did you know that you hurt me? I don't think they do with the High Priestess there, or the other way around. But yeah, really it is rejection in the future. You can always change future energy. Don't forget that. We will get advice for you, but it's like, feels like this isn't resolved. It's carrying on a bit. So don't be put off by that. It's just the moment that we're in. We can't always be on a high. That's just totally unrealistic, you know. What's happening here is people are trying to come into balance. They don't want to just give a little bit. They want this to be balanced. So you can't just have like one person standing and two that are on the floor. That's not balanced. See, it gives to balance, but it's kind of like breadcrumbs. The one hand's breadcrumbs and the other one's balance. So we're trying to get to balance here. Why are the Six of Pentacles in the future in this relationship? We've got the Five of Cups twice. There's definitely this contrary energy has to be worked out. Carries on for a bit. Communication, about confusion. Truth and strength. Independence card at the bottom there. So somebody gets back on their feet. Alone though, for now. So there's confusion here about, communication about confusion and telling the truth, but it requires strength. It's almost like one of these guys that are kneeling has the strength to stand up and communicate their confusion in a truthful way. Truth does come out, but the situation requires strength. So it's very possible you need to go through something with this person. Clearing the channels, clearing the confusion, because we have regret in the future. Let's see why. Waiting. Priestess. Nobody says anything in this relationship. Is this regret and waiting? So somebody's waiting for the moon energy to pass. Could be you, Aries. I feel like it is you. I think you're waiting for clarity, things to fall into place, sorted things that can't take into the future will be like left in the past. So great sorting going on here, and definitely a need to work through some like lower energy here. Like when you get the moon card, you can't see clearly. You're only going by the light of the moon. Obviously the sun does come up there. And we have the Page of Cups, which is a message. So basically, I think that how this is going to end in the near future, and it's not going to end there, it's going to carry on, obviously. There's always going to be a near future. But in this near future, it ends in an apology or a gesture in love. This is a card. The pages are messages. So, that card there, that card, same card there, and they're both messages. Maybe you're expecting this to work out right now in the present, but there's still too much to go through here. There's a lot of energy that needs to be transformed and worked through. There is a lot of confusion here. We've got confusion in the past and the future. But I think if you are able to wait, you will soon in the future get a message from this person that comes from a loving place. They probably want to talk about the regret, about the moon energy, and this just to say that your ships will come in, and in this case it's definitely going to be a message. So I wouldn't give up if I was you. I think you just have to understand that this energy has to be worked through. Like I said, it's totally unnatural to always be on a high. But let's get advice for you, Aries, in the situation. There's no clear conclusion yet, but the energy is moving, and I really do feel like there will be a message in the future if everything goes as it is right now. Obviously, there's free will. You can change the energy by doing something. They can, that's where it's heading. All right, heading for a conversation about the confusion, and then a good message at the end. Different perspective. Knight of Wands. That's exciting adventure energy that wants to come in on the future. But right now we're just thinking about it. We have a new perspective on getting what you want, and it requires strength. So Aries, fast fate. Hold strong, hold fast, have strength. A new perspective has to come in first. And then I'm kind of seeing this card as what's going on here, like just stand there, like these people will turn around again, you know. But right now, no. Whatever's happening right now is almost like this figure that's creating two people to, well, they're disappointed right now. Yeah, there's a lot of jaggedy energy in this card, but your guides really want you to just be strong and be open to seeing things in a different way. Okay, let's do a wisdom of the oracle card for you. Advice for Aries. Advice from Aries guides in this situation. Advice for Aries. The Fates. Oh, that's awesome. Underneath we have serendipity. Bit of luck coming out your way. We've got 17, 18. 1 and 7 is 8. That's a card about knowing yourself. And then 1 and 8 is 9, which is completion, or wish fulfillment, or luck, definitely. So, let's just have a look at this card for a moment. We've got lots of stars here. We do have the star twice. She's got wings on her. She's got a lovely smile on her face as well. And I think it's quite relevant that you got the Fates here, and you also got the Justice card. I mean, that's like, I will see you on earth energy. So, I think the universe has got you in this situation. You do need to just wait for clarity and communication and perhaps the strength to speak your truth, Aries. But things will have to be seen in a different way first. Got to work through some, some really sharp energy here. Some darkish energy too. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good card to get, the Fates. So I just feel like you need to just hang in there. All right, let's get you some dice to finish it off. 2 dice for Aries. Dice for Aries in the situation. Okay, we've got vibe. Yay! This is like that. That's vibe. That's like get excited. So I feel like on the peripheral in the future, the vibe is going to change. Then we have shine, like the star. It's amazing. Like, just do your thing and shine, Aries. Don't we've got growth here. Somebody's growing, possibly both of you, but these are amazing dice to get. Just be aware of your vibration when you're with this person or when you're talking to this person. Shine, have hope, like there is light in this situation, or there is a lot of love and light here, and growth. It's hard to grow. If you've ever grown a plant, you know that in the beginning of a new plant, or when you're growing something, it's like touch and go for a while. Things have to sort of the roots have to take hold, and there's adjustment. So the Fates, Aries, just hang in there. Things will get better. There's a message at the end of this for now. Okay, Aries, that's your reading. I hope that you got something out of it that's useful for you, taking you forward. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next week.